Welcome. We made it to 24K. Very exciting that happened, isn't it? I got something sticky on my journal, so I'm trying to get it off. Welcome to the Diaries live stream. I'm Michelle Trina. I think someday it might just turn into the Michelle Trina live stream. Maybe we'll just make it that. What do you guys think? I think that's what we might do someday, is just make it the Michelle Trina live stream. Live from my kitchen. It's Saturday morning, and I did my 1 hour of writing already. Very exciting. I have a show tonight, and I'm pumped. I'm gonna run my set. I'm a little concerned because my closer, I don't know what I'm doing for my closer. The closer I thought I had it's just not working as a closer. It didn't work on Thursday. I might try it again tonight, but I don't know. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. We're gonna make our Bustelo in a second. I just realized I still have coffee grinds in here. Here is our log, our writing log. This is our writing log that I'm keeping every day. Yesterday, not so much. 10 opening jokes, celebrity, roast of someone in my life. I didn't do that one yet. Transcribe a joke. Hi, Patrick. Yesterday wasn't so great. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So yesterday, I don't know if I did it on G4. See, I'm keeping track of my writing every day. Hi from Toronto. I'm performing at a conference in Toronto in July. I gotta set up my travel, and I gotta set up some stand-up dates around that. I am a human. AI would not make this nose, honey. Do you think that I would be AI? It's funny. Hit that like button. 74 of you are in here. Welcome to my stream. Diaries, Michelle Trina. I'm just going to call it the Michelle Trina stream from now on, I think. Michelle Trina live stream. I am extremely beautiful. Thank you. I have a show tonight. I'm doing a guest spot, and I'm not sure. Usually guest spots are like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. So I'm trying to figure out what my closer is going to be, because the closer I had planned wasn't working, and I took the child support ending out. So now I'm a little I'm lost. And there's another closer I do, but it requires another joke prior. And I don't have enough time to do it in a 5-minute set. And I'm also not a huge fan of the setup of my closer. So I think I have some work to do. How did this get on here? On the wall. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jessie. Thank you. I think I have it set to. We made it to 24 subscribers. 24,000 subscribers. How cool is that? We made it. It's June. I wanted to get to 100K by the end of the year, and anything's possible. Hey, Matt Acoustic. Anything's possible because you just don't know. Last year this time I wasn't even streaming on my YouTube yet. Thank you so much, Joshua. I was a little bit, but not regularly like in the morning like I'm doing until the fall is when I really started. So I'm sure we'll find a way for the channel to grow even more with what we're doing. Have to use this. Welcome. Hi, Joshua. Stretching this morning. Hugging your leg. I always like to hug my leg in and stretch it out. Hug the leg in, stretch it out. Bring your toe to your backside and pull up. Hi. So, where's my little cup? Dishes have been done. So, I'm still a 4. All right. So, looking for a closer for my set tonight. And I'm gonna look through some old material and figure it out, but I'm trying, it's gotta be, your closer has to be the funniest piece of your set. So that's where I'm feeling like I thought that last stroke I did was gonna hit, because it's hitting strong when I do it in the middle of my set, and I was like, maybe that's my closer for my set. But I don't think it's making sense to be my closer. So I gotta have one more, I gotta one up it. And I don't wanna try it out. I don't wanna try a new closer out at a spot, like at a booked show. Up early, 8:30. Usually I do my streams at 8:30. A little bit earlier than normal, but not as much. Yeah, some Saturdays I do it a little bit later. It all depends. There we go. Okay, so coffee is filled. Hit that like button. We made it to 24,000 yesterday. How exciting! Thank you for the flow state. Thank you for the flow state. That's very nice of you. Imaro, Mary Boy, thank you. I don't drink. I don't smoke, but if that floats your boat, sure. Good morning. I'm glad I don't smoke. I don't smoke, but coffee, yes. I'm gonna use my mocha pot. My boyfriend got me this for Christmas. I'm very much wear and tear. Oh my god, I want to do a new joke on something my boyfriend texted me yesterday, but I gotta tell him first. So everybody in the chat, I am performing July 16th in Atlanta. I am performing August 1st in Columbus, Ohio. I'm also performing next Thursday in Fairfield, New Jersey, June 11th. I'm headlining. So go get your tickets. The divorcestoryShow.com or MichelleTrader.com. You can also watch my pilot on Amazon, and you can also watch my comedy special. That my comedy special was taken a few years ago, so it's not. I think I've done. You love the short I did. Oh, it's true. Sports car shit is true. I just feel like I never have. I don't know. One of my sports bras is in the wash. I'll use a bikini top. And I've seen other comedians, female comedians, say like, "Oh, look at what I'm doing. Like I'm wearing," you know. So, thank you. I should do an all female show with all female comics in bikinis. Why not? Bert Kreischer does have a C-shirt. Cares, you know? I don't know. Maybe that's not. Which bit? Oh, which bit then? The therapist bit or the bit with my friend Liz? That was a couple years ago. Just FYI, but. Thank you for a review. Thank you for the GG. Thank you for the GG. Appreciate you. Let's get it started. It's Saturday. We do jumping jacks. We are doing leg lifts and pirouettes that I fall out of. We do my pirouettes better. When we get to 100 likes, we do 100 jumping jacks. And then 30 seconds to put something together. Which one? Which short are you talking about? I have to look on my. Look. Thank you for the flow state. Thank you for the flow state. Appreciate you, Matthew. Who's that? Matthew Carter. Thank you. Now, I gotta get that sugar in the raw. Carlos. Oh, I'm a baddie. That bit where you compliment your aunt by honoring your current boyfriend. What? Which bit is that? Say again. Oh, the talk to me. Which bit? Which clip? I made it short. Which one? Wait, you're not a member though. So which one? I don't know which one you're talking about. Good morning, Evan. All right, we made it to 24K yesterday. How exciting. The goal is to try to keep doing 1,000 subscribers a week or more because we were down a little bit on that. What's on the agenda for the weekend? I have a show tonight. My daughter has practice this afternoon. I have a show tonight. My boyfriend is taking them to the drive-in, and I think we're going to meet up afterwards. And potentially, good morning, beautiful from San Diego. Was that from Southwest Airlines? I think we might be doing something tomorrow all together. Potentially going. My boyfriend has a boat. It's called a I've been good. Which Bruce? What are you talking about? I don't know which clip you're talking about. Good morning, Rosie. Yo, that was intense yesterday when that happened about with my dad, that feeling I got. I took my mom out for good morning. Thank you, Jeremy. Hi, Lawrence. Thank you, Patrick, for the $1. Oh my gosh. Something happened with that. Oh, I guess YouTube must have taken half of it. Someone sent like a $250 super chat the other day. It didn't come through $250. I mean, it came through, but YouTube must have taken a good chunk of it. I guess they take because it wasn't a full blown 250 that came through, but still, that was a really generous super chat from Medicine 6. But I noticed that because I was expecting it to look up higher. And I was like, oh, they must have taken a good amount out. No, they take 35, and that's typical of what most, like, usually I get like 20, 30% for taxes, but it's fine. I'd rather them take it out than not. Because my accountant's going to calculate it all next year. I'm making a decent, this is part of my business now. So, anyway. And the goal is to keep building here with you guys. All right, I have a show tonight. I'm doing a guest spot. So, and they said they're like the show starts at 8, but feel free to come earlier. Bring your bikini. Oh, he said like if you want, bring your bikini. I was like, okay. So I would love to do a live stream tonight to show you guys what it's about if they let me. I don't know if they're gonna let me. Like, it's a private event. So $64, that would be, yeah, that would make about much, that would make sense. I think my ads have to run higher too, so we wanna be very careful, because sometimes my lives, they're like, oh, we can run limited ads. I don't know, so I also wanna be careful of that and mindful of that I don't want that to be taken away. Ooh, my knee. Oh, my knee. Where and time is the show? Hewitt, New Jersey at 8 o'clock. I am performing in Fairfield, New Jersey on Thursday. I'm headlining at Jersey Spirits. And then I'm also performing my show. I have a couple of other shows in June too. I have a private event next week. June 27th, Staten Island, June 27th and 26th in Staten Island, 27th I'm doing another local show, but I hope to get some more. I hope to get some more spots in the Connecticut place. This I have to clean off. This has been sitting there. I want to use it, but we do need money to live. So yeah, I have to. I don't want to say it until he hears the joke. But my boyfriend sent me a message when I was like, "Oh, it's hard to schedule our." Oh, maybe I'll wait till I tell him. I'll tell him the joke first before I mention it. When are you in Connecticut? It's a funny one. So Morgan, Funny Bone. I'm not at the Funny Bone in Connecticut. I'm at usually work at New York Comedy Club in Stamford. So yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping soon. I wanna wash my face because I feel like I didn't get it. It's beautiful little. Hopefully soon. So like I messaged her, I messaged the owner, the booker, about these two faces like sitting here about a spot that I sent her my avail. So I'm hoping to get some more spots. I need some more face wash myself. These are my daughters. Hey now. Lord, I have to pluck my eyebrows. I hate plucking my eyebrows. It hurts, and I just don't feel like I do a good job. And then I feel like when I'm like staring, because my boyfriend looking at the hairs in my eyebrows. Do men do that? Probably not. Oh my gosh. He sent me this funny text. It's not funny, but it's like, I want to talk about it because I'm definitely like, men do this. And it's like, when they do that thing, it was like, well, not if you're going to get upset about it kind of thing. And it's like, well, then we're going to get upset when you say that you think we're going to get upset because we don't ever want to think that you think we're going to get upset. Except when you should know that we're going to get upset. Don't say we're going to get upset. And then, do you see? So it's a bit there. And I was like, oh, this is perfect because this is what men versus women, I feel like they can both connect to that idea of like when we ask a man something and they respond with that, we automatically are like, oh, why do you think I'm gonna get upset? So I was working a bit about it, and then I was, I have to do it. I want to tell him about it first before I do it. I'll try to do it if he can be on a live tomorrow. I get both perspectives. Um, so I have to bring my computer too, I think, because what's tomorrow? No, actually, I don't have to bring a computer tonight. But I have my daughter's practice this afternoon, and I have this gig, and then um, so my point was the text message gave me a good idea. When I gave me an idea of like what happens when men and women communication between men and women. I think that's the bit. Um, and how we interpret things versus how men interpret things. It's also a good sketch, I think, at some point. Like if when back Key and Keel, what is it? Keel and what were their names? Um, thank you for the flower. Appreciate you. Um, Rosie, right? So like, I wrote in my sketch I'll be like, when have I gotten upset? And then I take out my journal to look through I say I take out my journal, hardcover and digital. I have two. Send thank you for the gold coin, MJ. The coffee spillers. Thank you, MJ, for the heart. Yes, let's go. Everybody hit that like button. 100 likes to do 100 jumping jacks. Because personally, I want to be the best. I always want to be looked at as like, wow, she's amazing and supportive and wonderful. Thank you for the 6-7. But before I met John, like I would do a lot of bits about how men are like, oh, you're too much. Like you're just too much. And there's that phrase, well, then you're not enough. Like, what is that phrase that women use when someone calls you too much? There's like a saying, someone who thinks you're too much is not, no, it's not the saying. Thank you for oh my gosh, thank you for the sparkles and the floating heart. Yes, thank you. You rock. Thank you. See, my knee is hurting over here. All right, where am I going with this? I was working a new bit that was inspired by a text message from my boyfriend that I think would be a funny piece about how men communicate versus how women communicate. Thank you for the coin. Thank you. Good morning, vulnerability expert. Why did you retract your good morning? Oh, okay. Maybe you spelled it wrong. I don't know. Did you write MUR? Good morning. Thank you for the gold coin, MJ the Goat. MJ the Goat wants to just keep sending the coins. Thank you. Appreciate you. We want to make lots of those coins this weekend. Manifest it. Manifest it. Okay. really, um, and also I'm an overthinker, which I hate because I don't want to overthink stupid shit. I rather overthink my jokes. That's where it works when you overthink things like that. Well, maybe not overthink the jokes, but I hate that part about myself. That's the part I was working on a roast. I mean, actually, let's be positive. Let's not hate that part of myself. Let's use it for our advantage. Overthinkers. Anyone overthinker in the audience? Who's an overthinker? I'm not getting paid today. I don't know. This is a guest spot, which more than likely means it's not a paid spot. But I want as much stage time as possible. Right here, Rosie. Are there men that overthink? What should I get? 2-ply or 3-ply? I get 1-ply, and I get 2-ply for the fact that I get 2-ply now, but if you look to my bathroom right now, there might be a 1-ply in there. My boyfriend, do you guys get like the 2-ply or the 1-ply out of here? I'm just joking. I have started to get the 2-ply now because I didn't realize. I thought it would clog the toilet because I had my old toilet. They were like, don't use the thicker toilet paper because it clogs it. Thanks again for the gold coins. Appreciate you. Amen. Your guy is super lucky. I don't overthink 2-ply. You don't overthink. So most men don't. Am I online early? Am I online early? I'm on every day at 8:30. For a Saturday, I'm on a little bit earlier. Is that what you mean? I got up early to start writing. We're trying to get up early every day now. It's not just on the weekdays. Maybe Sundays get up a little bit later. This knee thing is hurting me right here. This knee thing, aka my knee. Do men underthink? What do we overthink about? Thank you, Split Persona, for the floating heart. Thank you. We overthink everything. That's why I'm trying to just overthink some of my jokes and rewrite them. And I don't have to overthink it. When I listen to the laughter, it's there or it's not. So for example, I re-listened to my set from yesterday, from 2 days ago. That nuts joke is not hitting it. I haven't had a nut in my mouth since college. It's not hitting strong. I might have to throw it out for a 5-minute set. I have to figure out my closer. My closer's not strong. If I did the child support joke, it's gonna be in my head that that's not funny, even though people will clap because, oh, she got shot because the women are. My boyfriend was saying that, but like I don't know. I don't know. I would say women are smarter than men. Some of them are independent. Hi, Joshua. All right, let's do the other side. Kick. I have to do like a loose leg with the kicks because this knee is hurting me a little bit this morning. Remember, once we get to 100 legs, we do jumping jacks. Plies. You guys, is this like a good angle? I don't know whether with the workout stuff, if you can see me as clearly. And versus, this is a good lighting right here, right? I gotta get better at my quips. Someone told me yesterday that I sound like their mother. And I couldn't say something back in rebuttal because it wasn't like a joke session. It was not that kind of thing. It's like, she's like, you're sounding like my mother. Bitch, I'm glad I'm not your mother. I would tell you to fucking 86 the French fries, you fat ass. Sorry, I'm not fat shaming anyone. I just like, they threw that at me as like an insult. It was very annoying. I sound like your mother. Like that's like if someone said to you, you sound like my mother. My boyfriend has said that to me sometimes, and I'm like, no, he hasn't said I sound like his mother, but like when people reference or people have said yes, actually, when they're like, Okay, mom. I want to be like, I'm gonna fucking like calling me your mom is an insult when someone's concerned about you. Also, in this meeting, this was like, I got to go. You're too beautiful for me to have volunteer a horse farm in Hampton. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that notification button. You don't. I've been watching a lot of Steph Tolev, and like I am in. She cracks me up. Um, Thank you. Yeah, like you sound like my mom. You sound not my dad, but the rebuttal could be. You sound like my dad, distant and going to dip out halfway through my life. But that's not my dad. My dad did not do that. But I'm saying that could be a rebuttal for somebody else. Or I could say, hi, Tommy Carter. Nice to meet you too. Divorce Diaries is more than just divorce. It's the name of my show. I started when I got divorced. It's a national touring one-woman comedy show, TV pilot, web series, brand, and we do daily live streams talking about comedy, relationships, um, shit that's going on in my life. You're giving me a hug. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers. Everybody, we always make coffee together. I gotta put one of these mocha pots in my boyfriend's house because it's the best. I think I'm gonna put one of the mocha pots in his house because he doesn't think there's a difference, I don't think, but so okay, so the thing I'm trying to figure out is the closer for tonight. Am I gonna use the same closer I used this Thursday, or am I gonna try something else? Because you know if something is gonna, and also I don't want to try something new. I have two headlining sets this week, and I have to be one of them's going to be taped. No, I already made the coffee, but I'm drinking it right here. You didn't miss it. We're still doing it. I'm going to do cat and cow standing up. I have my daughter this weekend, so I don't want to be too abrasively loud. Abrasively loud. Ugh. You awesome. You awesome. Patty here. Nice top. What's up, Patrick? Um, so I'm trying to figure out the closer because the closer didn't work as good as I thought on Thursday. It's the Adderall joke. If you guys have heard it on the members only, that's the one I closed with. Otherwise, it's the child support joke, which is not, and I could do the write me up joke, but I have to. There's a joke I do about being a teacher and how this boy, kept touching a girl, and you can't say no to students. So it's long. See, it's too long. Being a teacher is hard because you can't say no to kids. Like you can't say no or stop. If they're misbehaving, you have to positively redirect them. Tommy, don't throw that desk. Like you can't say don't either. So my point is like and there was a boy in my bit. There's a kid that keeps touching a girl, and he keeps touching her. I'm like, Chris, keep your hands and feet to yourself. He keeps doing it. Chris, keep your hands and feet to yourself. And then he starts rubbing his whole body on her like she's a rag. It's like, what the fuck? And then I was like, Chris, if I'm writing you up, I'm writing you up like I'm at business. And then he looked back at me like he understood and was devastated. But then 5 seconds he stopped. But then within 5 seconds he stopped and started dancing. Wrap me up. See how long it is? It's too much. Cringe. Okay. So when I do the whole bit about my ex-boyfriend who's a cop and I smacked him across the face and he's like, ooh, you just hit a police officer. What do you have to say? Your self. And I say, wrap me up. That's where it connects. Otherwise, I don't have the other closer is I'm a good ex-wife. I bought my ex-husband a Christmas gift. I bought a lottery ticket. He owed me some money at the time, but I figured I'd be the bigger person. Now he always thinks like he always thinks too, and then I say, and then he won, and then 3 months later, the state of New Jersey took it away and said you owe child support, and guess who got the money? So my boyfriend doesn't think that's funny, and I feel like some people in the chat have also said to get rid of the joke because it's too common. But people usually clap at the end of it, and I'm like, that's a safety net for the closer. But if it's not funny, I don't want to do it. I'm trying to figure out a way. So like, I'm. That's the only thing I can think of is a fault. Just rely on that, or just stick with the closer I have right now and see what happens today. But on Thursday and Friday, I have to come up with a new plan because that can't be my closer. The write me up has to be the closer, or I just try a bunch of closers. And I'm trying to think like there's yeah, I have to create a closing joke, a couple closing jokes that are strong, that are also one-liners. That could be like strong one-liners. Like I have the one where I dated a guy and he was like, if a woman can squirt, it's a sign of confidence. What? Here I am teaching my daughter about respect, kindness, being intelligent. No, none of that matters. All you really have to do in life to succeed is learn how to push. All you have to do in life to succeed as a female is learn how to push bodily fluids out of your hoo-ha, and the world is your oyster. That could be my closer, but I've done it before and it's like a long time ago. I don't know. That's a sexual joke too. It's like I want to wrap up my set in that closer joke, and it needs to be strong. So, you like that one? So what do I close with? If you guys have not heard the ADHD joke, I can't say it on here. The Adderall joke. I thought the write me up joke was working when I heard the full delivery. I laughed. Yeah, but I can't say it in the 5 minute set because I don't have time. So if I say I'm a teacher, I teach kids with special. If I say I teach theater, old halal food truck, you can't say no to kids. I told a kid, I had a kid throw a desk at me, and I looked at him. I said, "I'm writing you up, Chris," and he looked at me, and I thought he was going to be upset. And he just looked at me and said, "Write me up." I could turn it quickly, you know. I could try to do it quickly. What do you think? Maybe I should try that tonight. Yeah, but at the closing, it didn't work. Is my whole personality being divorced? No, my whole personality is my forehead. This is it. This is from top to bottom. My personality is big. It's it's got a few flaws, and it could be mounted. Almost as funny as Amy Schumer. Thank you. A friend from high school. She's a colleague, not a super close friend, but just not even a friend really. We danced and danced to him. She was like 2 years older than me. She was a Nick City dancer, and she just posted out how she was like in the movie with Amy Schumer. I mean, she did everything with the Nick City dancers, and she auditioned the same day I did. I remember seeing her there, and she looks like a Barbie doll, like gorgeous woman, beautiful, flawless. Still looks like she looked like in high school, like not one wrinkle. And she was a Nick City dancer for a long time and a choreographer for the team. Um, anyway, I was just looking at her video. I'm like, damn, and then I was starting to feel like bad about myself because of how pretty she is. And this is the reality of what happens sometimes. And then I was like, why do I feel bad? Like, this is what you look like, and that's what she looks like. And you know what? Her journey is different than yours. So, you know what they say about girls with big foreheads? Big gap. I don't know. What do they say about girls with big foreheads? We give big head. Oh, stupid. All right, let's do some more. Ding ding. That's it. I know that's a common one. I know, but we gotta go with some ones that people have not heard. You know, like newer jokes that people have not heard. Like my forehead is so big. It collects unemployment, you know? Good morning, Robert. I'm having an amazing day. Mega death. My wife is like Legos, fun to open up and play with, but domestically not when I'm done. Ah, that's funny. Yay, that's cute. I like that. Come to Greece, beautiful. Book me. Book me. Let's get booked in Greece, everybody. Let's get Opa. Do you hear that crack? Okay, so this is a good stretch. When I'm putting my right leg back, and it's like, you can see here. So feet are together. And then I have this. And then I'm just pushing down, like a mini lunge stretch. That feels good. I was gonna wait till John called me to tell you this joke, but I'll say it. So we try to figure out our schedules with our kids and spending extra time together. And I never remember getting upset about his jujitsu, but I was like, oh, are we seeing each other later? Or are you doing jujitsu? And he's like, I was going to do jujitsu, but not if you're going to get upset. Oh my God, my heart sank. I was like, I don't get upset about you doing it because like that's my biggest fear. I don't want someone that I'm with to feel like I'm not supportive of their stuff. So like I went back and like, so the joke is, I I started to look through my journal, hard copy and digital, to see if I've ever gotten upset about it. I know what I get upset about. I can tell you right now, I get upset of the things I get upset about. That I don't get upset about. But I think what men tend to do is like when they know, unless I'm just living in my own world in my head, but when women get upset about something, it triggers men to start to now identify that, all these other things she'll probably get upset about too. And then they think we get upset about things like that. No, I don't think so. Yes, my whole identity is my divorce and my forehead. Did you miss that comment a couple? Where's the joke? I had it written down. I mean, I did a dirty joke about it too, but uh, you know it, John Paul. Nice calf muscles. Thank you. Sounds like the man overthinking. No, I think he just. I think when it comes down to it, he just wants to obviously make sure like it's a good intentional thing. It's a good intentions to think that, oh, I don't want to upset you, but it's like, well, after you say I don't want to upset you, why would I want to? Why would I want like? Do you know what I'm saying? Like if I said, oh, hey, or is it? Or is it? It's kind of defeats the purpose. Oh yeah, then now I'm gonna feel really excited if you don't go to your class to spend time with me because you sounded so pumped. Like I would never want that. It's just funny because I was like, no, where is it here? Okay. No, this is not the joke here. Hang on. It's the new bit. Tricky to coordinate sort of as single parents. I had a Friday off and asked them, will we see you later? You're going to jujitsu. He said, I was planning on going, but not if you're going to get upset about it. What the fuck? Yeah, that makes me wet and ready. Men take really anything we get upset about and use it for every single unrelated event in our relationship. Can you pick some cereal at the store? Well, I was only going to buy water, but if you're going to get upset about it. Can you clean the toilet? Well, I was going to go to bed, but if you're going to get upset about it. Can you not cheat on me? I was going to, but if you're going to get upset about it. So like, I did it in like threes. This is just brainstorming ideas because obviously I've been nothing but supportive. I've taken this class, watching me get mounted by three dudes, cheered it on. Then you ask, when have I got upset about it? Show me the meltdown. I take out my journal, hard copy and digital. I show him a line. I cheered my boyfriend on as he pinned some woman to the ground. And then he points to the next line where there's an ellipses. I'd like to pour acid on that woman's face. My response, it's a new anti-aging trend. Anyway, this is just a brainstorm from the text. This is not something I'm going to try on stage tonight, but But my point of all of this is that now what's happening with every conversation I'm having or anything that's happening, I am waking up and trying to create it into a joke, which I think is a good sign that I'm writing a lot and rehearsing a lot and investing the time into it. Also, the bit yesterday with the Twitch, I woke up thinking about it, going, I don't ever think there's an age difference between me and my boyfriend, except when I'm trying to figure out Twitch, and I thought it was a body malfunction, not a streaming app, something like that. So the point is, when I'm waking up, I'm thinking of these ideas that can turn into bits and consistently creating from it. So see, in this bit, it turns me into be like, I don't ever get upset, and then like the reflection on the self-deprecation. Look what else you wrote. I didn't actually write that. I didn't write that comment. I was trying to create a bigger piece from this, all connected to the text message. I hear not enough BJs is the reason divorces happen. Maybe. Not in my case. I openly said, you can get a girlfriend. Let me help you write a man's perspective would help, by the way. Sure. Give me your perspective. I want to hear it. I do know that, like, it's very simplistic from a man's side and very complicated from the woman's head. I just think, like if you look at her picture that we made for her anniversary, it's very much our personalities. Like, look, I made that side and this is his side. Okay? Do you see the difference in emotions? And why did I make my heart smaller? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I think that's what the drawing was anyway. Oh, I'm doing a bit on my live about our set. I just texted him so he knows. I just think there's something there. I don't want to try it out tonight, but I do feel like there's phrases that women hear that send us into like a robotic, like cuckoo bird. Calm down is one of them. Relax. Hanging up on us. Although we hang up too. Like I family members, females. Like I noticed this the other day. Probably actually not the other day. A couple weeks ago. I was like, oh God, is this what I'm going to turn into? With one of my relatives, and it's like the females, and I'm like, yikes. And I love my mom dearly, very much, but man, do I see a lot of connections, and I am concerned. That's why I'm in therapy, because I think my mom is a great person. There's just the negativity of like, instead of seeing the positive, she's constantly looking for the fear. Because my heart means everything. I get a good amount of offers for love. Women get too many offers. I would be terrified to go out if I was a good looking woman. Really? I think it's flattering, but unless you bring it to a creepy level, obviously it's flattering. But okay, so we're at 24K. We're talking about some material for the set. We're talking about the show tonight. We're talking about upcoming shows. So if you're just tuning in, I'm a comedian and I have a show called Divorce Diaries that you're listening to. That's also just my brand. But Divorce Diaries is one piece of my life. I have a lot of other things I work on that are connected to my world of being a single divorced mom. I think there's a lot of negativity attached to the word divorce. Yeah, divorce. Sorry. Women don't like to be gaslighted, which is ironic because that's what they see in the car when driving. Oh, that's funny. Bert the jerk. That's extreme. I love it. I do think that you guys do it unintentionally, though. I feel like you guys do this. And then you wonder why we like go off of the rails. I used to have a thing about how you guys drive us to crazy town. Like, we're get in the van with you, and then you don't want to look at the directions because you know where you're going. Then we're lost. And you're tired of hearing us complaining. So you're like, I'll be right back. And then you never come back. And that's why when the time you see us next, we have our hair out to here. We're like drooling and our veins are popping out because we walked 3 miles because you deserted us in a van. That's why we go crazy. See, that was a bit originally, but it was a while ago that I did that. Good morning, Calvis. Um, so we have 20 more likes to get to 100. Gaslighting is an Olympic sport to us. Ooh, you like gaslighting. Oh, I'm curious. Men in the chat. This is mostly men. Let's be real. And Rosie, you're my girl. Honestly, you got to go watch Steph Tolef. That's my new favorite comedian. She's making me like just feel good inside. That's why I like her so much. Gaslighting, it is a form of abuse. It is, but you know what? So is nagging. Oh, just kidding. It's not. Some men might think that. That's a good bit. That's a good line. Gaslighting is a form of abuse. I feel like men would be like, so is your fucking mouth. Let me abuse it. Like that's what they would say. I figure it out, but never do. I can maybe let me do that one. I don't know. Let's see. Is that funny or no? I just watching Steph Tolaf. I want to embrace more of my inner silliness of just because she's very physical, very energized, and like sharp and very sharp, and clever. And like I'm like, wow, I want to be her. Great. I think actually I also do think some of my friends from LA know her from the Groundlings, but I could be wrong. From the Groundlings. Yeah. Was it from the Groundlings? Yeah. Can you explain what that means, vulnerability expert? I'll figure it out, but I never do. What did I just say? I forgot. Oh my god, my brain. Come on. That is definitely a 44. Like, I have to do stuff about perimenopause on this Friday gig. And like I gotta fucking figure some stuff out because this perimenopause. Perimenopause. You ever just forget what you just did? It's like, and then it's like, I don't want to be called that. I'm 44. I want to be called prime. I'm in my prime. I'm a prime rib. And if you ask what color it is, I'm going to say it's medium rare, which also sounds like I might have a fucking yeast infection. So maybe I'll just go with medium. That was a bit I was going to do, but that's very dirty too. Because medium rare is red. Like, red is like, yikes, you have an infection? Like, pink is supposed to be the medium color. Hi, Tony. All right, so this is definitely not a family-friendly live today, so just FYI, 18 and up. I have put that every time when I do the live streams, by the way. Even when I have our family on, we never want to read directions and messages and figure out medium. Did you like that, G-Tone? Did you guys think it was too much? I can try it. I want to be called. You thought that was a good joke? All right. Nailed it. Roasted. Just kidding. Gotta add that? You like that? What number was that? I have to look back. It's 5429, so that I can go back and re-listen to that joke. I'm a prime rib. You like the whole thing where I say not medium rare, because then that's like If it's red, it's like infected. So medium. I like my actual steaks medium rare, but my steak is medium. I'm good. How are you? All right, so we need 16 more likes to get to 100. Okay. So next thing I'm really working on is what my closer is going to be. I could do the write me up. So this is what we're going to play around with today. Is today's Saturday, right? I got to rehearse my 5-minute and my 10-minute because, and maybe an 8-minute because I don't know what my closer is going to be. That's the problem. I have a tight 5. I'm ready to go. If you throw at me 8 minutes, now I got to figure out which other 3-minute bit I'm doing, or I'm just doing crowd work for the last 3 minutes, which I might do because I want to play around with getting better at the crowd work stuff. Yeah, so maybe I do that prime rib joke. So new jokes to try. The streamer joke, perimenopause. I have to shorten that new joke out because it's like men and women communicate differently. We're overthinkers. We overanalyze. What is the other thing? Like, women are overthinkers. We're overanalyze. We overcompensate. Do we overcompensate? I feel like a little bit we do that. What is over? Martin, I mean, a lot of comics are just doing crowd work now for specials and just making it a crowd work special, like it's an improv session. Brady Miller, hello. Yeah, they're making it just crowd work. I don't know if my daughter's up or not. I don't want to be too loud. You don't know if you don't try. Yeah. One of the things I am very much working on that stand up helps me is not having daily stomach anxiety, which, if you have had lifelong anxiety, it's a feeling in your stomach that comes back. When you feel like it's gone, it comes back, and it's like almost this. It's your body. There's a whole thing about it, how your body will want it back, even if it's negative, because it's used to it. It's what it knows. Um, yeah, and it's very annoying. And I have to keep doing these things that my therapist has told me to do to try to get rid of it. It's very hard and frustrating. But then that's why I work out. Like, that's why I run. Because the running, like if I start doing jumping jacks, I physically can't feel the pain anymore because my mind and body are on my jumping jacks. So it goes away. It goes away. It goes away. It goes away. And then I don't feel like the anxiety pain right here again. All right, let's do some more stretches here, guys. I guess I can do it over here because the light's pretty bright over here. I know, the feeling it sucks, right? Should I try to? My feet are pretty big. This is my daughter's bar that I sometimes lay under here. I just lay. There we go. I don't know if you can see the light. This is my stomach. That feels good actually on my back. I'm not sweaty. This is not a workout. I do run, so that's probably why. I'm trying to show you that this is a comfortable position. Thank you, Bradley. When you put your legs straight up in the air and you're trying to hold the bar, it's very comfortable. You like that 7 head? Thank you. Ooh, a 7 head. I've never gotten that one before. South African. Oh, 7 head. At least my, if you're really from South Africa, at least I don't need 7 vaccines to travel across the world. Good morning, Cornelius. Let's see if you can see it. If I put it up here. I'm gonna try and attempt this. Hang on, ready? Oh, this one definitely moved. Hello. Oh, good word. I definitely don't want to let go. That was crazy, right? Let's see if I can do this. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the uncle alert. I do. I have abs right here, baby. All right, so I have a show tonight. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Okay, that got me a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. That got me a little scared, like I was gonna fall. But we have 8 more legs and we get 200 jumping jacks. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't bad, right? I'm gonna look up some other exercises to do on the bar because I think there's yes. Every time I do a joke, I'll hit up on the handstand. We get 100 legs to do 100 jumping. We did it. Okay, 100 jumping jacks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got to 100 legs, so we do 100 jumping jacks. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 50. Now I have to get to another 100. I know, I want to learn more stretches on that. Let's just make sure that. Oh, the ad's off on that. Hold on, guys. Thank you so much for joining here. I'm Michelle Train. I'm the creator of Divorce Diaries. Thank you so much for sending the sunshine. Hit that like button. We got to 100 likes, which means we do 100 jumping jacks. We just did 50, so we had to do 50 more. Thank you for the laughing disco. Woohoo! Laughing disco. Hit that like button. See, this is what I was talking about. This is the everyday of the live stream. We get pumped up for the day, and we talk about new jokes. We talk about the journey of my life as a comedian. And if you're divorced and you want to tell your story, put it in the chat. If you want to tell a joke, put it in the chat. If you have a question, put it in the chat. Just saying hi, Peter. Hello. You the best, Peter. 108 likes, 112. 1. So we have to finish the 100 jumping jacks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm also on Twitch. which I am slowly growing as well, which I will eventually allow. I guess you can get people in the Twitch as well. Thank you for the Sunday, Marcus. Flexing the abs. I feel a little bloated. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna wear a bathing suit. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna wear a top with the bathing suit underneath it. So maybe in my set, I'll just be like, "Let's go swimming." You're looking better all the time. Thanks, Joe Mama. And thank you again for sending the Sunday. I appreciate you. Thank you for sending the Sunday. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come for the jumping jacks, save for the jokes. Sorry, I thought I heard something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One thing I admire about some people is that they don't let things bother them as much as I tend to let things bother me. And I wish I had that ability more. Like this meeting I had yesterday where I got really annoyed at how the girl was talking to me. It was hard for me to like let it go after. And I hate that shit. Do I have a link for the Twitch? Yes. See, like that guy's comments. Imagine. Oh, well, mom's working. That's what it comes down to. Mom's working. Yeah, exactly. He's just saying if it comes in their stream. Because sometimes I do that with my family on the stream. I can do jumping jacks. What's wrong with jumping jacks? No, you don't have to move to Twitch. If you have a Twitch, just follow me there. It's a different live stream that I'm working on. No, you don't have to move to Twitch if you have it. And I just look, in order for me to be affiliate on there, I have to get, I'm 11 followers, and I need 25. So, but you can, this is my home, honey. Hold on. I gotta like my boyfriend's. Nice. Nice. Sorry, comment. Okay. Where's the coffee? It's right here, baby. All right, so let me just try. I want to try the flip again. Good morning. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in today. I was really scared to do that. That's fun, though, to do it. Is tonight's show live streamed? No, I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. I just know it's like a private event, and I'm doing a guest spot. I'm just watching my backwards spiral. I'm not backwards spiral. What is it called when you hang up? When you hang upside down? I'm just watching it. What the hell happened to my back shorts? I look like a monkey. Okay, nothing's popping out, is there? I usually don't write back. I'm not gonna lie. Just making sure nothing's popping out. Okay. I usually don't DM back, so just ask it the comment and the question. And definitely come to my show, guys. I'm gonna be in July 16th. I'm gonna be in Atlanta, Georgia. That is the show I want to sell out, and then I'm going to be in Columbus, Ohio, August 1st. So look, we got July 16th. And then we got August 1st. Oh, you want to help with writing material? Put it in the chat. You don't have to DM me. I'm not going to respond to the DMs. I usually don't respond to DMs unless I know you. Do you see what I mean? I can't do this fucking August 1st date because the link is too long. So for August 1st, just go right to the event page on my website, which is right here, for tickets to upcoming shows. Yeah, let's do it here. I have come to Houston. I was at Riot a while back, about a month and a half ago. I did it one night. I did a spot at Riot. My best friend lives in Houston. So when I was going to Austin, she was going to drive us to Austin. So she's like, fly here. I've never met her son yet, even like, because she was, in Houston. And I met her son and I got to spend a day with them. And then we drove to Austin where I did the show at Fallout Theater. And the next day I attempted to get on Kill Tony. I also did the Banana Mike. Attempted to get on Kill Tony. Yeah. All right, we're going to try that hang again. That was pretty cool. So anyways, I was saying about that anxiety feeling. It's very annoying and it creeps up. So it's also like a mindset where it's like, I just focus on everything I'm supposed to do today. I'm one step closer. Oh yeah, I took a screenshot of what my boyfriend sent me about that faith. I love those quotes about faith. Let's see if I can see it on his messages on here. Hang on. Okay. This is the quote from Ed Milet. If I keep doing what I need to, if I keep doing what I need to do, God will take care of the harvest. So going into the point of like process based versus results based and product based, right? Giaman, we got it. We got that you want to see jumping jacks. We got to get to 200 likes. So we get to 200 likes and we'll do another set of jumping jacks. Okay. Share the stream if you want. So I sent that to John because I was like, something he had mentioned to me about a wrestler who was like his faith in God. He just shows up every day to practice, doing what he's supposed to do and making that the best practice because that's what you're living in the moment. Living for the process is better than living for the product. Is that something? Oh, John, you missed it. What I was talking about. I'm just going to say, because I said it earlier. But wait, I want to finish this because we were talking about the faith in the process. And Ed Milet has says, if I keep doing what I need to do, God will take care of the harvest. And I'm trying to live by that idea. And any time those thoughts creep in of like, oh my gosh, look at what this person's doing. It's like, get that out of your head. This is what we're doing. And how cool is it that the other day, these couple of days this week, I got multiple bookings or spots. And then I got this gig that's really exciting for me. I can't share exactly what it is yet. That it's like, look, we're enjoying the process. And now we're going to get to go run for 2 miles and do our set over and over again. And then in this process of just being in the moment. So you had said, if you're getting the most of each moment, you can't ever be unhappy. It's only when you start to question it that you become unhappy or doubt. Okay, faith is the absence of doubt. I think that's a great, right? sent the chili. John, if you're okay, so this is what I was saying about the line you sent me yesterday about I'm not gonna uh we're always creating from our life, right? Like as a comic, I was reading you guys that thing the other day about how, like, if you're waking up and creating bits from something that happened, then that's like where your mindset's really in the zone of being comic. You said to me, I would, when you said the text about the, I was when my boyfriend doesn't, when you said the text about, when I was like, oh, am I seeing you later? Or are you going to jujitsu? And you're like, you said I was going to go on jujitsu, but I was going to make you upset. And my joke is, oh yeah, that gets me wet and ready. Meaning like women don't want to hear that, and then they feel bad too because they're like, wait, when I've ever been upset about that? And then the guy's like, you always are upset. And then it's like, oh, go back to my journal. Well, I don't remember ever being upset. And then men are like, well, men I think we're upset about everything all the time, which makes me concerned because that's not how I want to present. And I'm trying to find the piece there that I think both can relate to because someone in the chat said, uh, what did someone in the chat say about the gaslighting? That I forget now. I had it written down here. I'm fucking it up. Well, we guys like the prime rib joke. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Men take everything we get upset. Men take anything we get upset about and use that for every single unrelated event. But then I do think women get worked up over things men would never see coming, right? Is that a truth statement, you think? Uh, anyway. Using for good anything. Oh, this is a roast of me. Accurate and relatable. Oh, it is? Wait, was it? Oh, good. What did I just say? Damn it. I forget everything. I'm so sick of my obsessive train of thoughts. I wish I would use them for good, not evil. I hate that I get so derailed so easily when I'm in a good mood. I blame the chemicals in the food. Fuck you, kicks. Kid tested, mother approved. Bullshit. Now I have adult ADHD. I can't read this last line because then it won't connect. This is rough. If I read it, you're going to be like, what the heck? It's because of the riboflavin I was fed in the 90s. All right, I'll maybe try this one out tonight. I don't know. You just, what did I say though that you said was accurate and relatable? That okay. Women get upset over things that men don't even see coming sometimes. And that's why I think they say that comment, like, I don't know, I just don't want to upset you. And then we take that, well, I never get upset about this topic. And then it's a whole maze of crazy, right? Like, that's what I think it is. Because it's true. Like, I was sitting at lunch, I think it's partially true, maybe not all women. Women who are medicated, probably not as much. But my mom, I love her so much, and I'm honestly concerned because I don't want to become that heavily. I can't explain it. Like, she was so happy that we were going to lunch together yesterday. She goes, so did you bring me here to tell me bad news? What? That's what she said. She's like, my ex broke up with me because I didn't love her enough since I was late to stuff all the time. Giuseppe, I'm late to stuff all the time, so I can't talk. But so my mom said to me, why did you bring me here? Is it to tell me that you're moving far away? I'm like, bitch, with what money? I didn't call my mom a bitch, but I thought it was hysterical that my mom thought I was having her go to lunch because, well, you never take me to lunch. And I was like, that's why I'm starting, because we need to not fight and we need to do quality time together. And also, by the way, that's a lie because I've taken my mom out before, but it just hasn't been a rare occasion lately. That's why I'm trying to do it like once or twice a month, because instead of us fighting all the time or my mom helping with my kid, let's do a quality time together. So afterwards, we're eating, right? And what did I say? She wants to go visit my uncle. And she's like, well, I don't know. Like, my mom has my mom will come up with like, it's a, narratives that make no sense. That's why I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to inconvenience anyone because my mom has always said, well, we shouldn't just go unannounced. I'm like, this is your brother-in-law that you've known since he was 9. Why would you think he's inconvenienced for you to go to his house? I it's like you're 76. At what point does this get tiring? You know? Okay, let's try. Which one should we do first? Should we do the handstand? I feel like. Okay, here we go, guys. And that's as far as I can go. I am too nervous to do the rest. Because when I did my front walkover, I hit my head on the floor very badly. And I thought I had a concussion and I was bothering John for like a week about it. I wish I could take you to what? I could take you to without fighting and take you to dinner. My boyfriend can come too. No. Well, just so you guys know, I'm going to be performing in Atlanta and in Columbus, Ohio, and we have 60 more likes to get for headstand. You missed it. Someone called me a 7-head. It said it was a South African guy. His name was South African. I said, well, at least I don't need 7 different vaccines to leave my country. Boom, roasted. Sorry for anybody who's from South Africa, but that guy had it coming. I should put on my leather jacket. Why? I don't know what my closer is going to be tonight. That's a concern. Because I don't know the ADHD joke, and if I have 5 minutes, I might just go with the same exact set and then see what happens and then move on. And then, or I could do the 5 minute I did Thursday, that my type 5, and use the write me up closer, but I have to tweak. Well, I could, but the teaching joke has to be one line. When you're a teacher, you can't discipline kids. A student tried to throw a chair at me. I said, I'm writing you up. And this was his response: write me up. So I do literally that quickly to go back to the end joke where I do write me up again. That's the thought process. So I have to practice the 2 5 minutes over and over again today. And then I also have to work on my 20-minute set for Thursday and Friday. The 20-minute set for next Friday, I have to include perimenopausal jokes, which I fucking hate that word so much. Like, can we not? Okay, there's menopause. Let's not do a pre and post menopausal shit. I don't even want that word. Is the worst word. There's divorce and menopause, and I feel like those 2 words are the worst. Even though I love the divorce is my brand, like that's what people are like. Ew, divorce. Ew, menopause. It's like, do you know what I mean? Something there. There's 2 words people don't like to hear. Yes, stop. Wait, with the words? Well, I have men don't care, right? But in the set for right, exactly. Men get soft. They start looking down at their phone. They don't want to hear that. But if you say, like, because if people say, "Oh, I'm 44, I'm perimenopausal," no. You have to say, "I'm 44, I'm in my prime." When you ask what color is, you say medium. Maybe that's where the joke is. Thank you, the quiet. Yes, I know men don't care. Get it. Except some gay men do. But even gay men, I don't think care about. They're like, "Yo, honey, don't talk about menopause." You know. We got 52 more likes to get to another 200. Men will tune out. Yes, correct. That's what I have been told. But so do you, okay, let me ask you this, but hear me out. Okay, Rosie, I love Rosie, but hear me out. Perimenopause is a real clinical definition, totally natural. Let's normalize it and own it instead. So sick of the shame. Just my take. Yes, no, correct. In a medical clinical meeting, sure. But go ahead, Bert. Put your comments below. Bert, you can definitely share it. If you don't want to put it in the comments, you can DM it. That's fine. I'm just telling you, I'm probably not going to reply on Instagram. So, Rosie, I can definitely state that in the joke and be like, men don't take perimenopause seriously. And then do that and be like, first of all, the second a man hears that, they're going to be like, yo, that's gay. Let's go on to the next. You know, they're going to, or not that it's gay. They're going to be like, oh, I'm over it. They want to see women my age with their titties out and they're like, I'm indifferent. You know, they don't care. Unfortunately, they don't give a shit. We're just crazy at any point of our life. When we're teenagers, we got our periods and we're complaining. When we get pregnant, we're bloated and we're complaining. When we don't have the baby, or we just had the baby, we're leaking and we're complaining. And then afterwards, men's sex drive goes up, women's sex drive goes what? No, men's sex drive goes down, women's sex drive goes up, right? As you get older. And then we're complaining about that. And then menopause happens and then we're complaining about that. Like, I just feel like all we are complainers. And I think they just want us locked up in a cage with a piece of like tape around our mouths. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just going off on a riff. Look at the really successful comics right now. Mark Norman, Jordan Jensen are doing the best crowd work in the industry. Yes. Crowd work is a big part of stand-up in their set. So if they tell me to do 8 minutes tonight, I'm going to do my 5-minute set and then 3 minutes of crowd work. See, my boyfriend agrees. See, he would love it if I was, for Christmas, that's what I'm getting now. I'm going to be in a box naked with tape around my mouth. Happy holidays. Maybe he wants tape around the forehead too. I don't know. Facts! See? What's happening? Imagine how much men would complain if they had to deal with the same shit you just listed. Aw, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. Every single guy in the chat wants to fucking throw a dart at you and call you gay, but that's true. You're right. I appreciate you. And I'll open it when I'm ready. See, that means I'll be waiting till fucking Valentine's Day, if that. Yes. And Rosie, I hear you, sister, but I also have... My boyfriend is now on my shoulder every time I have a thought and I'm hearing him talk into my headspace. He's literally, remember Herman's Head? Remember that television show? John is now a little person in my head. And it's a pretty big forehead, and he's short, so there's a lot of room for him to jump. I love you. I'm just kidding. I love you. Y'all know how much I am all right, I'm gonna shut up. But it feels like that sometimes. I am the kind of person that if someone's close in my life, like they start to live in my head a little bit. And when I do things, I hear their voice amongst all the other voices. And it's like, uh-oh, what should I do? That's me. I'm the female version of Herman's Head. Okay. July 16th is Atlanta. August 1st is Columbus. And then we have this Thursday, Fairfield, New Jersey. Again, this is a private event tonight. I'm not really sure what to expect. If I can go live, I will. I'm excited and nervous. I really don't know the setup. I just know that the booker, the producer, no, I don't know what, he's a comic friend of mine. I don't know if he's producing it or booking it, but he's in charge of booking the lineup. So he gave me a spot and that's what's happening. But I know one of the other comics shared with me that it is like a private, it's an event. So it's like a weekend event, and then tonight's a special thing that they're doing. All right, this was the other thing I was trying to do before. I just don't want it to. Ow! Oh my god. Okay, ready? There's something like on my back too. I don't know what that is. Oh shit. Okay, sorry. One. Oh, I can't do this. 2. Ooh, god, I'm gonna get dizzy. 3. Hold on. Okay. This is dangerous. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh, okay. 8, 9, 10, 11. The power of one more. I'm extremely dizzy from that. I just got really dizzy. Oh my god, that's very dizzy. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay. I believe my wife and I have switched gender roles, but I married people don't touch. Why? Oh, I'm really dizzy right now. Bruh, women will never fucking logically think this through. We are built differently. We each have our own struggles that are different, but I can tell you not having to approach and having a life of option is way better than conditional love. Agreed? I'm a little dizzy to understand that right now. But sure. Oh my gosh, there's always like one misplaced sock. That's... Oh no. My microphone broke. Oh no. Alright, it definitely broke. Shit. Oh, fuck, man. Oh, it like really broke. Oh my god, that sucks. How many microphones have I broken on this live stream? What the hell did I... Oh, here it is. And also, like, there's a piece that broke off. See? Oh my god, what the hell? Like a full-blown... That sucks. Damn it. Oh well. I guess we don't have a microphone for a couple days. To order a new one. Damn it. It's my own fault. I need a new phone. I need a new laptop. We will get them. It'll all get worked out. Oh, I will say, I got very dizzy from doing those jumping jacks. I mean, the jumping jacks, those crunches. Ah, shit, look at that. I feel like I could fix it, but this piece came off. You think let's try it? Why not? Why not? I don't know. Maybe this piece doesn't do anything. I'm sure it does, but it's okay. Fuck, man. Well, my point in the joke that I want to do is that, like, I'm a people pleaser. I don't want to say people pleaser. There's a lot of, for me as a person, there's a lot of, like, catch-22s. Like, I'm a people pleaser, but then if I let things go for too long, I boil over and I sound like a steam engine. You know, those sound like, like, I was telling John something about what one of my relatives did. He's like, oh, that's where you get it from. And then I thought about it, like, is it? And then my brother was telling me something about my mom's. My brother was telling me something. I'm like, this isn't good for me. Like, about what his hypothesis of was with the women in our family. And I'm like, that sounds bad that you think that. But what was this? So my point was, like, I want for comedy relief, there's funny pieces there, but as a healthy human being, we're going to work on. And then also, my therapist tells me, well, I think sometimes you are being rational and that you overthink that you're not being rational. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, I can't deal with this anymore. And then my brother's like, he's 50, and he's like, at 50 years old, you're going to stop giving a fuck what anybody thinks. I'm like, I don't want to care now what anybody thinks at 44. anxious avoidant. I don't want to be an anxious attacher. I don't want to be an anxious avoider. I don't want to be anything. I just want to be, there's the different attachment styles, right? Anxious attacher, anxious avoidant. There's the normal one. I forgot the name of that one. Fine line between people pleaser and serial killer. Yikes. All right. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. This is fucked up that this broke. Damn it. I'm an idiot. All right. I don't know. I don't think I can fix this, guys. Shit. This sucks. All right. Oh, well. I'll get another one. Yeah, look. This is shot. Definitely. And I think it's supposed to go like that. Oh, well. Your mind is your number one enemy. You're overthinking everything. Yeah, 100% your mind's your own worst enemy. That's what the MLI says. Change 10% of what you're thinking about and you'll change your life. Look, you don't know. Tomorrow's not promised, right? So what the fuck am I doing over here? But that's why I like creating everything out of jokes, because it's connecting it to my business. That's why I think I became an actor, because I felt like that was the most I could do with my, I felt like I could really, thank you, Danny, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. And thank you, Michael, for the flower. I have to head off soon though, but I wanted to see if we could get to 200 likes. A secure attachment is the normal one. You really got to just be secure within yourself. Yeah, in 50 years, none of this will ever matter anyway. That's true. People won't remember what you taught them. They will remember how you made them feel. Do you feel good? No, okay. It's the truth. I mean, that's why I loved theater so much. I loved theater so much because I just always felt great. Like, I loved performing, I loved dancing. My teachers my directors always made me feel accepted and wanted in the capacity of the performing arts, and I felt like I let out a lot of my anxious energy, and it turned into happiness. I had my first kiss with a crew member. Backstage, not backstage, it was at a party, but that's how we met, backstage. Yeah, so theater is a big part of how I started my path to doing what I love, because doing what I love makes me feel the most well balanced and normal. And like I said, detachment, reattachment, clinical syndrome is real. Yeah, it's true. Michelle, is that your anxious attachment disorder, or is that rational thinking? That's what I'm over. I asked her if we could skip a week because I'm getting a little all right, is this got to be it? I like it, but she's like, maybe let's do one more week just to make sure we're ready. I'm like, bitch, I'm never going to be ready. I'm a mess, but I've owned the mess. No, I'm kidding. She's been very helpful. I had a therapist for years prior to her that I don't know if I think she helped me with some things, but then I started to realize, I think she was saying a lot of things I wanted to hear. And because she was close to retiring. So I was like, not sure if this is working. And then I stopped seeing her. Stopped seeing her for a while. And then that was it. So, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna have a great show. If I can, I mean, we can make it to 200 likes. Come on, people. If I can, I will live stream tonight. If I can't, I will not. And I'll just tell you guys about it tomorrow. I can't believe I broke those microphones. Damn it. Now, that other microphone, they just don't work. Oh, well, we could try it. Should we try it? Let's try it. I don't know where. I mean, I might have to. I can also bring it to a Best Buy because I got these off Amazon, but I had to recharge them, I think. Vanilla Guerla, you are a really beautiful woman. I hope all goes well with your show. Thank you. Oh yes, stream your next brewery. Let's go. I don't know, you guys want to tell me if these work? I don't know, the battery might be dead here. Oh no, this doesn't work. Oh, I gotta take it out of the thing. Hang on. Papa, can you hear me? No, it's not working. Oh wait. Testing 1, 2. No, it's not working. Oh wait. Testing 1, 2. No, it's not working. Oh wait. Testing 1, 2. It's not working. That's not the microphone. That's not the microphone. That's the regular microphone. Boosted. These comments are hysterical. We made it to 24K. Very excited. What time do I have to leave? We have to leave at like. You can get divorced and talk about it on your show later on. Sure. Hold on a second, guys. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. I think we'll get to it. I'm just gonna turn. This is a bummer. This is a bummer that my microphone's broke again. I want to get really good mics too, that I can wear on stage. So when I because my friend did the microphone, puts the microphone right there, so you can capture the audience as well. That fucking sucks, man. Oh well. So we did the writing for an hour. I'm gonna rehearse for an hour. I'm gonna answer a few emails. That sucks, man. I really wish these microphones worked. I tried on my daughter's to see. Get a Ziploc bag for that too. Okay. Yes, I still teach here and there with things. Yes. I would prefer to just do. Prefer to just do stand up and acting, and also on the side. But you know. Yes, July 16th show. Let's go. So, don't forget that I'm also in Jersey on Thursday in Fairfield, and you can get tickets to the show divorceishow.com. That's okay. Don't worry about it. That's part on brand for my show is writing shit twice. So we're gonna do some of the jumping jacks now because I have a feeling we will get to 200 likes. And I have to get off in a few minutes. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget I'm live every morning. Some are more family friendly than others, just to FYI, especially when I do the dirty jokes. Keep that in mind. From New Jersey, outside of New York. That was the other bit I was going to do is my set for Friday. I'm going to do a little couple of Jersey jokes. That's a hint of what's filming. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 34, 35, 36, 37, 48, 49, 50. All right, we got to 50. So we need 8 more to get to another 50, and we get to 200 likes. 6 more. I don't have an eligible sister, no. Thank you, though. That's sweet. I'm from New York. What's up, Jared? Well, I'm going to be in Staten Island June 26th performing. That's a show. I'm gonna put up the link this today. We got to 203 likes. Let's go. Wonderful. So 50 more jumping jacks. Don't forget, hit the like button and the subscribe button. Then you notified, if you hit that little bell, you get notified when I go live or when any other new video pops up. And don't forget, out of the New York City area, I'm performing July 16th in Atlanta. Hopefully I'll get some Toronto shows, a show that Friday. If not, I'm performing at a conference. You can get a ticket to the conference if you want to come see me in the morning performing. And then I'm gonna also be in Atlanta, Columbus, Ohio, August 1st. Used to be in Newark every day. I'm right near Newark. Thank you for the 100, Danny. Appreciate you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Listen. Yeah, I think you're retired. Yeah, so you can come see me live. Also, my goal with this stream is just like, I had Divorce Diaries, like, I wanted to be on a television show on a streaming platform, and if this platform is not coming to me, I'm going to create it right here on my YouTube. So if you're not divorced, you can still find a piece of yourself in the show. Yeah, the Newark, New Jersey. Craziness. All right. I have to go. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget, subscribe and hit the notification button to see if I go live.